Usual trick, forget to plug the microphone in. Well done, people. Welcome back. It's an early one today. We've got shopping to do, and the missus wants a few jobs done later around the house, so we'll get into it. Well, today, the main story of mine is how the government and mainstream media manipulate situations. Now, we all know what happened over the football. Well, let's look into this properly, because I did. Mainstream media and government inciting racial hatred, using football to cover it up. This is the way I see it. This is my opinion. So at YouTube, it's my opinion. Okay. Now, they reported that a painting, a mural of Radish or whatever his bloody name is. I don't follow football, so I don't know any of them. Don't want to know any of them. Whether they're black, white, Asian, whatever, I don't care. To me, it's just a pointless game. But they spread there everywhere that this mural had been defaced with racist graffiti, etc. Now, I'll tell you what was painted on that wall before it got covered in messages. It had the word shite, spelt with an E, and it had the word bastard. 2 words. Is that what they call covering the whole side of a building with racist graffiti? Neither of those words can be taken as racist in any way, shape or form. But it just shows what they will do to manipulate the situation and the people of this country. As soon as mainstream media said that, the government jumped on it. When the government want to spread fear amongst the population, they rely on mainstream media to do it. And any corrupt powers, anything like that, will jump on these situations, and all it does, it blows it all up out of proportion. Just like the fact that there were hundreds of tweets, whatever they are. I don't use Twitter or Faceache or any of those platforms, simply because of this shit that goes on. Now, they said there's been hundreds of racist texts, messages. The government clamped down on it in this country. The police are going to arrest everybody for doing it. Well, the facts are, and these are the facts, that only 5 of those messages came from this country. The way they're carrying on, you'd think it was the whole of the bloody stadium at it. Well, in fact, it wasn't. It's just them manipulating the figures, using them for their own narrative. You know, it just shows the corruption in the powers. And then now they want to bring in a sugar and salt tax, under the guise that the money raised from this will help support the NHS. Well, Boris, we already support the NHS. That's what you take bloody taxes off us for. And we are not getting value for money out of it. Just the same as we're not getting value for money out of you fucking idiots. The shit shower in the House of Power. Now, you look back at all the taxes over the years, and I'll pick on one particular one because it is one that really pisses me off. Vehicle road tax. Now, The government bought this in many years ago under the guise of the money raised under the road taxes. Vehicle taxes would go to maintain the roads. Have you seen any of that happening? Because I bloody ain't. And then they used it basically to threaten and coerce people into buying the vehicles that the government want you to have, i.e. electric, low emissions. They get exempt from road tax. Yet these vehicles do exactly the same damage to a road surface as any petrol or diesel driven vehicle. So where is the money going from the road taxes? Because it ain't being spent on the roads. I think Hancock's got a lot of it in his pocket, apparently. Well, the pounds that he hasn't put in his friends' pockets. And yeah, it just keeps getting used to punish motorists. Now, you clowns, do you not realise that most people, and I mean most people, bar the elite, cannot afford to replace their vehicles? Most of them can only barely afford to run them at the moment as they are. From I can see, literally, that is open highway robbery. And I look back through history, and most taxes have never been used for the purpose they've been imposed for. And then he come out with the biggest amount of bullshit today I have ever heard. We're going to reform the country, but the rich areas won't get any poorer. But you can sure as hell be sure that the poor areas will get poorer. It's that divide, isn't it? I keep telling you about it. I keep talking about it. It's coming. It's us and them. The entitled, the elite. That class gap is growing to enormous proportions. Yet they're the only dicks that can't see it. Maybe that's what they want. Seems to fit their narrative, doesn't it? Well, and then we get on to Monday. Freedom Day. No freedom there. The police won't act upon new rules or laws. They'll just keep bullying and harassing people like they do, intimidating them, dragging them off buses, even though they're exempt from wearing a mask. We've seen plenty of evidence of that on here. They're corrupt as hell, the police, from the very bottom to the very top. Don't get me wrong, might be one or two good coppers left out there, as we used to call them. But they won't speak out and they won't do anything because they're afraid of the majority that are corrupt and bullies and thugs and narcissistic bastards. And yeah, the freedoms are coming in, but they're already, through their little outlets of mainstream media, the propaganda channels, starting to spread the fear about that. We've let you go on holiday, but now we're going to change the traffic light system and rape you of money when you come back. Boris, this is not how you run a country. Far from it. They have brainwashed us, or tried to. Many have been, to follow their narrative. And it just makes me wonder who is actually running this country. Is it the shit shower in the House of Power? Or is it mainstream media? Or are they colluding between the two of them? Because that's the way it seems. The government will follow what the mainstream media say, and mainstream media will follow what the government say, right or wrong. But nothing ever gets better for us, does it? So I would say, people, the way it's going, they ain't listening to us. The things that you enjoy in life, that make you happy, give you a sense of fun, stuff them. Go out and do it now, before they try and make it illegal to actually laugh in public. You know, they're already cancelling comedians. The very people that kept many people going throughout this crap. Unbelievable. But I'll leave it there for today. As I say, I've got some chores to do today for who must be obeyed. Thank you for the extra subs. I have seen the odd one or two pop up on the numbers there, but I know there is a lot more. I don't ignore you. I know you're there, even though YouTube won't acknowledge you. Thank you very much for that. And thank you very much to all my regulars for your support. And hope you continue to do so. I enjoy doing what I do. If it gives people a little bit of solace and shows them the truth of things, that makes me happy. So, with that, until the next time, my respects to each and every one of you, as always. Stay safe, stay strong, stay free, and keep your eyes open on the BitChute channel. Some point this week, there will be a video going up on there with some facts, figures, numbers that the faceless ones will never allow on here, because it's the truth. We all know that YouTube is not about the truth anymore. Bye for now.